is Tuesday. Sometime on Tuesday become a holiday. It's a regular Tuesday. And this is the TBS. If you're listening up this morning, we'd like to say good morning. Our silent listeners. Life is too short to wake up in the morning with regrets. Oh my God. Life is too short to wake up in the morning with regrets. So love the people who treat you right. Forget about the one who done and believe that everything's happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. If you get a chance, take it. If you want to make that decision, oh yes, take that chance. It could help change your life. Nobody said I would have been better. It'd be too easy, but it's just worth it. Our Tuesday morning motivation, Bobby Blue Addison, filling in this morning. Good morning, folks. My name is O'Neil Roberts. This is O'Neil Marka Davis. Presentation for now, straight up to 10 o'clock, serving you breakfast. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Liberia. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, good morning, good morning, Uncle Derek Cote. Good morning. Yes, Marka. Is that a new one with Derek Cote? Good morning, good morning, Uncle Derek Cote. Yes, we don't scare David for the people. Yes, Uncle David. Uncle David, good morning. Yes, good morning, folks. Marka, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning on you, and good morning to our Liberian people. Thanks again for joining us this morning. We're together again up till 10 o'clock this morning. And, a lot of things to talk about. Liberia is a beautiful country, and a lot of people want to come to Liberia. They want to come and experience the hospitality. They want to come and see, the first, independent republic. They want to come and see. They love the people of Liberia. They want to come and see the beauty of Liberia through all of the tourist sites we have across the country. And let me say thanks to Liberian businesses who are hugely investing now. Before, Liberians were afraid to invest, but I think on a general note, Liberians are now investing in the private sector. A lot of people now are investing into creating, beautiful resorts and all of that. So, I mean, on a holiday, there are a lot of options where to go and spend wonderful time with your families. And on a normal note, and right across the country, you go to Cape Mount, you go see the Wakala, you go to Nima, you see the Nima Reserve, you go to
Bon County,
Patawi
Waterfall.
You see the Patawi Waterfall. And there was one big area open recently in Zoenta. It's been trending.
Where?
In Zoenta, Bon County there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, Liberians are now investing in their own country. I think this is a good thing. I know the space may be competitive because the foreign businesses have the economic power, they have the finances, but I think our people are competing, which is very good. What we need to now do is wherein our government can now start to provide some sort of support needed. Not to say government, me when I'm asking for government support into private sector, I'm not saying when they get budget and divide money among business people. No, create access to loans, for example, long-term loan, where maybe somebody can take loan and pay it over the period of 5 years, 10 years. That can help Liberian businesses to grow. So good morning to all of you. I just decided to start with my intro like that this morning.
It is a nice one. By the way, Ghana have become the 5th country in Africa to do visa free. Yes, Ghana, yes, visa free. Ghana have now joined Rwanda, Benin, Social Island, the Gambia. You can travel to boost that trade and the tourism. So you don't need visa to go to Ghana anymore, anywhere in Africa. Wow. I mean, yes. Good morning, folks. It's the TBS O'Neil Roberts, Marka Davis. Today's the birthday of Mrs. Emilia James. Happy birthday to you. Yes, Jude, Marty Hayes Jr. Today's your birthday. Also, both of you celebrating on today. Happy birthday. Yes, let's have a good time on the TBS this morning, man. Wake up in the morning, say God, thanks for the gift of life, man. Uncle David Cote, how you doing this morning? Yeah, I don't. Someone just woke up in the mind say you have to be calling the old man Uncle David Cote. Yeah, so you'll not be competing with Marka there.
People supposed be calling David uncle.
Uncle?
David can sit on the uncle place. David can sit to uncle place. What kind of uncle you tell you say, oh, the way he's 72-year-old now said I
Yeah,
won't
I thought
play
it meant
then
say don't be calling your
he,
age
he
again.
get issue. No, I'm just saying I'm not
Okay,
calling
okay,
his age.
yeah, okay. You said repeat that.
2025, I'm not going to be calling his age. But
Okay.
I said, what kind of uncle that when you say, oh, uncle, the way he's 72-year-old now, said one place, then he get issue.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not supposed to say one place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not supposed to be eating one soup.
Okay.
So 7 person come and cook. What 7 person will go cook to you? What kind of food you can eat? Yeah? Look,
Abbas.
look, we were exposed.
Oh. I thought you said you'll take time with the man this year, man.
Yeah.
That's your uncle,
But
man.
David is cool. David is my friend.
Yeah.
You know, he called me yesterday and we talked a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we try to negotiate behind the scene about giving the space to the young people because in fact, people who were in government with Tobert, people who were in government with Tobert, people who were in government with, even though some of them are given a chance now for the young people to lead. But you know, people like David don't want to create a space for the young people to thrive. So we are negotiating with David to consider that he's now uncle. We're not equal. Yes, we're not equal. All of us are supposed to be passing the same corridor all the time. David should find a place to sit down and realize that he's almost at the age of President Parker.
Oh.
Yes. David can be doing that kind of thing to people.
Abbas, it shall be well.
But David, good morning, yeah, Mr.
Uncle David.
Uncle David.
Yes, that's the name just pop in my head. So just call him Uncle. Yes, the TBS Tuesday morning. Good morning to all of you. Follow the show. Woke up with a good mind. Think about positive country, man. Good morning to the Minister of Public Works. I'd like to greet you this morning, Roland Giddens. Roland, good morning. I'll tell Roland good morning for us. Yes, we're in the dry season. And a few months from now, we'll be into the rain season. Yes. NIA?
Yeah.
Roland, good morning to you. Yes. Let's see what we have this morning. 7 minutes down, 8 o'clock. The Tuesday edition of the Breakfast Show, 961. What do we have this morning? Yes, the lineup is coming up right next. You into it?
Yeah. We in the far, right?
Yeah, you in for 13 or what?
No, I'm here. January 7, 2025.
Okay. Yeah, you to Monroe City Hall. Yeah, the Monroe City Hall.
Yes, so this show is proudly sponsored by EcoBank Liberia Limited and Orange Liberia. David Coty joins us shortly with the help tips for 6 minutes this morning. His junior brother is sending me text message say I should do a brother alone.
How far?
No, not half.
Okay.
He's Coty. What is first name? I'm forgetting his first name.
Okay.
Yes, so that will be followed by the review of the local dailies this morning. Again in our studio chat this morning. Again, if the Ministry of Public Works does rehabilitate the Todi and Samuka Town roads, residents that are raising concern again just ahead of the reading season. What is going on with those road corridors? Recently, we named the roads that was earmarked that he even toured the last time. That was somewhere around Pinsville here and other places. We raised issue yesterday concerning Libango. Libango is the vendor for LEC, right?
Yes, the owner was selling LEC.
Yes. So and we said we want LEC to give other vendors the chance to also sell current, if we would say the local way, to sell current too, because when there's competition, people will strengthen their system. You buy current, the bango say their system down, you can't get it. So these are some of the issues. Again, a leaked video on social media showing assisting to the suspended immigration boss discussing insurance kickback. Well, this video has been trending recently, especially
on social media.
On the social media.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that. Somebody talking about Steve Sago. Yes. And someone from his office, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll look at that this morning. An appeal to the university students to work with the new president, Dr. Leila Mapayan, who was recently announced and appointed by the president following a thorough, rigorous search by the search committee of the Board of Trustees. So it is our appeal here at Truth FM to the university community, who will not just say the students, but the university community, to work with the new president. Let her roll out her vision. Let's see what she bring to the table. Yes, so That's our call this morning. And at 8:40 to 9 this morning, we give you the opportunity to interact with us on the segment of the leaders on the show. 9 o'clock sports, entertainment, and commercials brought to you by EcoBank Liberia Limited and Orange Liberia. 9:15 to 10 o'clock on the last segment, as the world is experiencing climate change. How prepared is Liberia for the rainy season across the country? The reason why we picked this topic this morning for the last segment of the show, we will give you the exclusive opportunity. If you're in Nimba, Grand Bassa, wherever you are, Riverside specifically, and other counties, you can call to see what is going on in your county so that we can understand what preparations are being made, whether should we say by the communities, by the government, to because last year we saw flooding in several parts of the country. You remember there was huge response in Riverside County when an entire town was nearly wiped away
Yes.
by floods. So yes, how prepared are we, the Liberian people, just 3 4 months to the rainy season? Because remember, this government through the Public Works Ministry made a huge promise that beginning the drought season, there will be huge intervention when it comes to roads. Again, we are here. So we gave you the opportunity this morning. Let's talk about it. How prepared are we? What are risks in our own areas? Let's talk about these things this morning on the last segment of the show. In the midst of all, country first, and welcome to the TVS this morning.
Great. The Breakfast Show, 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Only Rebels, Marka Davis. Let's bring on Uncle David Kuti. David, the name is okay. I should take the uncle. I just said David Kuti, let me know. All right. Or we should stick, for those of we should stick with Uncle David Kuti, or we should just remain with David Kuti. Abbas is coming up live. He's calling your phone.
His brother is Makasia
Okay.
Koti.
Should we take the uncle out or just say David Kuti?
Well, anyway you put it, I'm still getting more application letters.
Okay.
Each time that guy Marka tries to make me look old, more people will send application letter to me that want to marry me.
Okay.
So you add uncle, you even make it good for me so that you're business. But please let me read the news just for 15 seconds.
You want to read news?
Yeah, just for 15 seconds.
What's the headline say?
It's about Marka Davis.
Oh.
Just for 15 seconds. Good morning.
On my own phone.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning. This is RCI Early Morning News, and I'm David Cote reporting. First, the headlines. Marka Davis, a renowned Liberian journalist, was rejected by the people of Nimba County when he was there over the weekend trying to lobby to replace Senator Johnson as Senator of Nimba County. Everybody you talk to is saying, what kind of Marka? Let me give my hair to you.
Oh, but what I know you get for me.
You went to Nimba over the weekend, but you were sick on the weather. You went to run campaign to replace Senator Johnson.
No political ambition, man.
No.
That's I'm his man teammate. Any political ambition, I'll be the first person to know, man.
In the first place, David, let me tell you something. In our tradition in Nimba, we don't talk about replacing people who have not been laid to rest.
But then why you
So
did it?
I did not do it. The information you are giving, is untrue, is misleading, it lacks any iota of truth.
So,
Okay.
Amanda.
Good morning, Amanda.
When you're rushing for health team, man.
Yeah. Thank you, my little brother. Thank you for trying to defend me. You guys are giving me a hard time. I'm a little brother there.
What is first name?
My Askia.
Oh, my
My
Askia.
Askia. Yeah, he's the fourth.
You know, your pa used to let Bob in it.
Man, don't go to my help tip.
Go ahead.
Okay, water is our topic today. Water. The reason why we should drink enough water every day is what I'm going to tell you today. There are some people who they drink water only when they eat. That is not good for your organs. This is because every organ in your body needs water to survive and to function. For example, your brain relies on water to support memory, focus, and concentration. Once you don't drink water, your brain will not be able to support your memory to be able to remember things, focus, and concentrate. Please drink water always, enough water. Number two, your kidney needs enough water to filter waste from the body. Oh yes, some of you have one, some have two, so you better drink water. You don't even know how many you got. I told you before that every 2,000 babies that are born around the world, one of them is born with one kidney. Number three, your heart needs water to pump blood efficiently throughout the body. So even the heart needs water to pump blood throughout the body. If you don't have water by in your system, it's bad. Number four, your liver needs water to eliminate toxins and waste from the body. Number five, your lungs need water to facilitate the exchange of gases, for example, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Number six, the stomach and small intestine need water to digest. Even the big one needs water, the big intestine, but not to digest. No, that's why you to absorb the wisdom, see how they can. Don't let me talk to my people taking their breakfast. Number seven, your blood depends on water to transport oxygen, nutrients, and waste products. In fact, your blood is 90% water. So drink enough water every day. I didn't say too much water. There's a difference there. You must drink enough water, but not too much water. Don't just pass around and when you see water, you keep drinking the way there's too much in the body, it becomes a problem. Remember this. If you have not been used to drinking water before in the morning, when you wake up from bed, you better start practicing now. I advise you over and over on this, and I'm advising you again. When you wake up from bed in the morning, please drink water. This is because when you sleep, naturally, you lose water. Oh, yes. By the time you wake up from bed, know that some water already gone from your body. Your body is made of 60 to 70% water, and it makes, and that must be maintained at all times. But now this is the procedure or the system, the way you should do it. Drink water in the morning before you brush your teeth. The saliva there can help with digestion, and so always make sure you drink before you brush your teeth. But you should also drink sip by sip in order to get a health benefits, not in a galloping way. Don't just grab one bag of water and just put it in your mouth, fill up your stomach, or a bottle of water, sip by sip, small. You will get a health benefits. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, David.
Okay. All right. Yes, they're going to have the health tip right here as a regular feature on the Truth Breakfast Show. Let's find out what's making news from the print media coming up. Yes, welcome to the review of the local dailies right here on the Truth Breakfast Show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Our first stop is the Daily Observer. Yes, on a newsstand for $40 The front page are from the Daily Observer. Boycott to deliver second sooner at City Hall. It's a question mark. Whether the State of the Nation address will be delivered at the City Hall. It's a question mark. Well, the City Hall is captured on the front page of the Observer. You can grab a copy of the paper and read the rest of the story. Nobel Peace Laureate Nima Bowie gets prestigious recognition. Well, honored as one of Africa's most reputable figures in Africa. Well, congratulations, Nima Bowie is captured on the front page of from the Observer. Yes, she runs in the Lima Bowie Foundation effectively. She's on the front page. Grab a copy of the Observer. Liberia likely to face cement petroleum shortage. Well, smuggling continues across borders. Well, it's a story as a sub-list story. Let's go to the back page and see what's on the back page. The back page are from the Daily Observer. ECOWAS commits US 245K to obstetric fistula care. Is on the back page here. ERU officer allegedly commits suicide on the back page are from the Observer this morning.
Let's go for the newspaper, the nation's news since 1989. The January 7, 2025 edition is sold for just $40. The lead story on the front page, Kofa losing relevance, additional supporters join majority bloc. Well, I'm seeing the picture of Honorable Kofa captured right here, and I'm seeing Priscilla Cooper, I'm seeing Small Marva, Ellen Atore, Summers, Romeo Quia, These are the people I'm seeing along with him on the photograph here. Still on the front page, Bushra Island water system down. Well, I'm seeing a leaking pipe here, huge pipe. I don't know whether this is the one more, you can call it 36
Yeah,
inch.
36 inch. Yes,
I don't know
yes.
whether this is it, but this is one of the pipes. It's a big size one, leaking water hugely here. So it's a damage to that pipeline. And Ministry of Youth and Sports accomplishes major goals in 9 months. This is Sports Minister Jericho Bangalu capture right here on the front page of the newspaper. Let's go to the back page. The back page, government Arthur Energy Africa enter MOU to develop hydropower scheme on St. John River. Okay, this is another development there. If you grab a copy of this paper, you read details. Serious concerns raised at LRS over two missing vehicles, motorbikes provided by CITES Zip Solutions. Well, I'm seeing one of the vehicle parking here. I'm seeing the suspended um, um, uh, Liz Boss also right here. Man jail for allegedly killing father. This is the 72nd incident. Boakai lauded for support to healthcare in Bong. Who is saying this? Grab a copy of the paper to read the details. Police give updates on major crimes. Several persons under investigation. And finally, the long-haired Senate delegation to Ghana's presidential inauguration, where the Montserrat County Senator is captured right here on the back page of the newspaper.
Yeah, let's move on to the Independent on the newsstand for 40 Liberian dollars, 23 years of critical investigative and fair journalists in the front page of the Independent. Made two speakers crisis. Bokai Sonan de Lima as government searches for venue. Well, where is the Sonan will be addressed? Well, government searches for venues on the front page of the Independent graphic copy. What kills Anwar? As state orders autopsy on Boulevard Hotel manager. Well, the photo of the Boulevard Hotel manager is on the front page here. As government order autopsy on his body. Let's go to the back page. Where is the back page? The back page are from the Independent features. Amara Conan critiques Bokai terms legislature as extension of executive branch. Well, Amara is on the back page from the Independent graphic copy. Private sector development is key to investment, says Professor Willie Kamara. Willie is on the back page of the Independent this morning.
Yes, let's go for the In Profile Daily newspaper. And the lead story, Speaker Kun orders in Ghana for President-elect Mahama's inauguration, where I'm seeing Speaker Kun, I'm seeing Representative Neka Gay, who is now the chair on foreign affairs, also Representative Seko Kane, who is also the chair on executive. They are captured on the front page of the In Profile Daily newspaper, still on the front page. Bwaka departs Liberia to attend John Mahama inauguration. What the entire front page is almost about the inauguration. Senator Delon leads Senate delegation to Ghana. Why Carter's post-war rule of law contribution to Liberia reflected in the In Profile Daily newspaper. Let's go to the back page. Um, uh, the back page, well, Boakai's religious advisor denounces Representative Kuhn's speakership. How? Well, if you grab a copy of this paper, you read the details. 3 months of embattled speakers bloc, 3 members of embattled speakers bloc joined majority bloc. Here's another story there. Bromskin challenges Liberian youth to reimagine change amid Dr. Mapayan's appointment. Well, this is Councillor Charlene Bromskin capture right here on the In Profile Daily newspaper.
Yeah, so last up for my end is the Inquirer. Yes, the Inquirer on the newsstand for 40 Liberian dollars, almost 30 years or more than 30 years on the newsstand. Who desecrated the secret chamber? It's a question mark. Host consult on 2025 Sona venue. Where would the Sona be hosted? Well, the front page of the Inquirer is carried as a major story. Still at the front page, MYS, that's the Ministry of Youth and Sports, reports on 9-month progress. Well, Jericho Bangalu's capture here on the front page of the Inquirer. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. On the front page, Deputy Speaker Fala proposes House retreat. It's a sub story. Let's go to the back page. The back page from the Inquirer. UP condemns unauthorized use of Buckeye's image. Well, it's on the back page. Don't use President Buckeye picture, image of their gathering. Well, UP condemns it. It's on the back page. ECOWAS group adopts new guideline at the United Nations. Well, in the review from the inquiry this morning.
Yes, so the final paper in my possession is the front page Africa newspaper. The lead story on the front page: majority bloc plans reconciliation retreat to resolve leadership impasse amid rule of law caucus planned press conference. Well, mending the broken wounds is in quote right here on the front page of the front page Africa newspaper. The sub lead story: remembering Jimmy Carter, reflecting on history, a look back at President Carter and towards 1970s historic meeting as Liberian leader signs book of condolence for a fallen statesman. Well, on yesterday, before going to Ghana, President Boakai was seen at the U.S. embassy signing the book of condolence for the fallen U.S. Former president. Well, still on the front page of the front page Africa off the table, President Boakai's State of the Nation address to move from Capitol building. And this one acting outside the Constitution, court orders reinstatement of Legis Deputy Director, demands payment of withheld benefits. This is Wilma Smith. Smith here captured age-old nature of pipes. Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation Managing Director outlined challenges, says 70-year-old transmission lines hampering water supply. Well, that's Mo Ali there being quoted in the front page Africa newspaper.
Man, that pipe old man. That pipe I live is also his lifespan. More than 70 years using one old pipe. You repair it after some time, it will still get damaged. So Bushra Island off. No water, even Pinsville. No water in Painesville. Anyway, yes, welcome to the True Breakfast Show. Thank you. If you find interesting any of the stories we've been carrying this morning with the papers, or you do get on the newsstand, and the papers are sold for 40 or 50 Liberian dollars. 2 days now, I haven't seen the New Republic. What's happening with the most expensive paper? What's going on? Yes, the show is brought to you by Orange Liberia and, of course, Echo Bank. The Pan African Bank is proud to present the True Breakfast Show. Yes, since with our last talking point have Ghanaian parliamentarian Republic with yes, Tony and that from the Samuel Carton Road, since the Ministry of Public Works will have an exclusive feature at the 9:15, we want to push this up. Okay? Yes, for Public Works, it's a SOS call from Tony District, Uhor, Pee Wee Sando yesterday with us, doing an SOS call. For since 2005, that era have not been rehabilitated the road. Since Ellen Johnson 2006, 7, there have been no road work on the Tody Road, and the Samuel Carton Road is no exception in Carwell. So, but we'll put them at 9:15 to have more extension discussion within that. But yesterday, LEC had an announcement, and of course, it will elapse at 11 o'clock this morning. There's a power outage. Our major source that come from the Ivory Coast. Let me just get this correctly. So those of you who found out that LEC went off within the afternoon and evening hours, but came up on yesterday, LEC regret to inform the public that Campaign Avoren, that's a electricity company, Campaign Avoren Electricity, the supplier of a 50-meter watts to Liberia Electricity Corporation, has requested the implementation of emergency load distribution adjustment. The adjustment is necessary to address an interim production issue and perform critical maintenance amid at ensuring continuous and efficient operations in Liberia. So the load adjustment will begin on started from yesterday, January 6, will run up to this morning, January 7 at 11 in the morning. So as a result, electricity supply to some parts of Monrovia is Sovereign will be interrupted during the time. So if you find out that there are some area that you didn't see the electricity, there are some for us in the radio will say we go for routine maintenance, all right? But they're doing some kind of great upgrading within the system. So by 11 o'clock, everything will be into full swing. We want to say LEC over the short period of time been very effective. I want to say kudos to the team. The active management team at the Liberia Electricity Corporation. You guys are doing extremely well. We know what it takes. Keep on the good work. The Power Theft team is also doing well. But I want to say to the supplier, the one who buy the credit form, like last scratch card, you're going back for the LEC, we call it the token. You all know the token. The token has been bought through the mobile phones. The mobile phone companies also sell the various tokens, right? Only one company is selling this, and this shouldn't be so. Over the last 6 years now, this company is called Libango. Libango is the only vendor we have in Liberia. When Libango goes down, the last 2 or 3 days, we know that Libango have been down. How Libango goes down? When you buy through your mobile phone, they take the money and the credit, the token has not been given. Can I get an amen to that? You complain on it, right?
Yes.
So
I'm a victim.
you're a victim. So it's been happening. The reason why only one vendor we do have. So when we have 2, 3 different vendors, then the public will have options. LC management team. I understand that the Libango extension of the contract was fast tracked some part of last year, July. Libango is not doing well for us. Your first buying at the start of the month, the credit can be low. You get 8 kilowatts. Am I lying? The first buying in a month. The second purchase, it goes up to 18.9 kilowatts. The Bango is not doing well for us. The Bango have made profit over profit over profit. When the system goes down, the whole country just goes up.
Yeah, so we say this to encourage competition because it is, but this country is big. This country,
They're big.
yeah,
Why one vendor? Only one
this
vendor.
country is big. This country is not just Monrovia or Montserrado. So at least let's open up the market for competition.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes when you open up, if maybe you give lesson to another vendor, um, you can realize that maybe our $5 can be giving us some kind of 30 kilowatts. Who knows? You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and effectiveness also. So I think it is very important that we open up for competition, give other vendors the opportunity too to sell current, to sell electricity.
Yeah.
Yes, it's because you know when you have one beautiful girl, only one beautiful girl in the village,
And she, yeah,
yeah, she will decide what to do.
yeah.
You know, everybody will just be until she agrees.
Okay.
So this is a problem. Libango cannot be the only one beautiful girl in the city,
Mhm.
and when she read
For
it,
more than 5, 6 years.
yes. So let's open up.
Open
LEC,
the sector,
let's
man.
open up.
Let
Let other
competition
people,
come in.
other Liberian businesses, other ventures can come in and start to deal, electricity as well. If that happens, we will see, effectiveness, and the competition will ensure that nobody want that system to go down.
No. See what is
You know,
happening in Nimba
yeah.
with Jungle Electrical
Mm-hmm.
stuff,
Yes.
what Toman Floor and others
Yeah.
are doing. Bon County, Nimba County, I mean, they start to experience,
Oh yeah.
upgrading electricity.
Oh yes.
But we can have one vendor, man.
Yes.
Or whose interest is that? Whose interest beyond Libango? When Libango go down, the whole country can recharge. The two networks that can recharge. Even the LEC who's selling the token, they cannot even buy through Libango.
Mm-hmm.
One company in the whole country that almost 6 billion, it's too small, man.
Yeah. So something must be done about that. Again, these are critical issues that directly impact the people. Sometimes we talk other political issues, but we have always tried to highlight issues that have the right impact on the ordinary people.
Mhm.
Light is security, right?
Yes.
Light is security. Our people must have light. So if we have a system that is becoming an issue, it is very important that we bring them out and see what best can be done. And we make some of these recommendations. We expect the institutions responsible to take action.
Yes.
So sometimes we make these recommendations and you don't act. It makes people feel that you're not a listening leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that the LEC management, the interim management team, will listen and maybe have some on the table discussion with the banco
Yes.
to see what they can do.
Or maybe, but let's open the sector. Let's open up to
Yeah.
more vendor. Yes. Let's get 2, 3 vendors in the country. Not just one vendor, Libango. Or maybe some people have their own interest in this company. Every 2, 3 years, yes, 10 day, yes, 10 day. Do you know how much electricity? You know how much is current? And LEC is doing well, but I'm not talking about LEC. I'm talking about a vendor. Only one vendor in the whole country. Let's move on to yes, let's move on. The insurance business is a big problem. This leak video, and normally at Truth FM we don't play this kind of thing. Yes, but the leak video puts more pressure on the suspended.
If it become playable, we'll play you.
If it become what?
Playable. At 2025.
Yeah. You want to press play?
Yeah, we can press play. Yeah, what I was saying.
Yeah, but no. So Daniel Nangbe, the assistant to the suspended immigration boss, was secretly recorded. You say it require playable, we should play it. But the main interest of this recording was in conversation with SAR Insurance Company.
Okay.
We register vehicle every year, we don't get nothing for it. Police will pack our car. The first thing when police see you, ask you, where's your insurance? Where is your insurance? So this guy needs to be investigated. The video is on the social media. The LACC should investigate Daniel Nangbe. Daniel is in this conversation talking about major kickback. He's talking about Zago is suspended, they ain't asking for 10 or 20%. What base to get percentage for? You suspended, you think you even come back, sir?
That was what he was saying.
That's what he's saying. He's drinking his bottle of beer. That's the number liquor. Take the telephone conversation, and I mean, the person who recorded you, the video is trending on social media. You should know the person who recorded you because you can see a security guard boots. Right? Sir Daniel Nangbe having that conversation. Zago suspended already. Then he's talking about Imagine SAR Insurance. He's having this conversation with Philip Cooper. Philip Cooper works with the SAR Insurance Company.
Okay.
Yeah. Then Philip and Daniel is on the phone. Both of them needs to be investigated. The immigration people are not full. That percentage going, that kind of conversation, the LSCC should also call Daniel right now. Zago is suspended that you want 30%. Even the person say, well, not even call him back. That's the kind of conversation he's in. And it's all on the social media. Marka says it's playable. We should play. So it didn't stop there. The National Insurance Company of Liberia, headed by Natu Japa. Japa is running the National Insurance Company. Maybe many of you don't know. The National Insurance Company, most of that agent they have people of LPRC, they have MPA, they have water and sewer, they have the legislature that just take insurance. If you're sick, just go there and get your insurance. That money comes right back. So Natu Japa is not proceeding rightly. Natu and the CFO Dwell Bidel. Normally, when you see the internal auditor assigned to any institution, it's for auditing purpose. They bypass the IAA and just carry on direct function. The purchase vehicles. Have you seen the National Insurance Company vehicles all in the streets? This vehicle was bought with all procurement process, all passing through the IAA. A lot of things. The next 2 or 3 days will wait for President Barker to return to Liberia. They will tell you about this whole insurance business. I mean, Marka, this is something. It's not good, man.
Yeah. So the idea behind the establishment of the Internal Audit Agency, it was initially the Internal Audit Unit. Later on, it became agency. It was to ensure some level of transparency in the spending of government resources, to ensure that before you can use any money, they call them internal because they are assigned within all government institutions.
Yes,
the inside government institutions, they will always advise, and they will do internal audits of how you spend government money and all of this. So anytime you see a particular institution where they are trying to ignore the function of the internal auditors, that means they have skeleton in their closet.
Of course.
Yeah, that means they have different intention. They want to spend public money at their own will, maybe through some means that it could get kicked back. They don't want to know if they are buying vehicle. They don't want the government to know. They don't want the internal auditor to know how much that vehicle costs, because most likely they want to overprice it. So we did not establish these institutions to be like, should I call it furniture? We didn't establish these institutions to be furniture. We established the institution to perform functions to ensure transparency and accountability in governance. Therefore, the internal auditors must play their role. And to you, the internal auditors, you always have a report to make to your office. You always have a report to make to your office. If people are spending government money, they are bypassing your decks. Okay, they don't want you to know anything about what they are doing because you're supposed to do that process to ensure transparency and accountability. If they're not giving you the opportunity to do your work, you have to make your report. You have to make your report. So if at that insurance, the national insurance company, if they are bypassing the internal auditors and running their own show, then that is a problem.
Yeah, so we'll wait for the president. President Baka return on Wednesday, according to your news, right?
Yeah.
The president return on Wednesday.
Yeah.
They will tell you what is happening with Natu Japa. Well, Bidel, where Bidel here just running the place one way. So
they see with the chief financial officer.
Yeah, where Bidel, they disrespect the IAA. Let me just say this to Dave Kimen. He's the head of the IAA.
Okay.
Dave, I listened to you on the radio a couple of days ago. If your auditors or internal auditors are not respected, they will start to question you. If you have your personal friendship with some of these directors or some of these ministers, it should not overshadow the internal auditors.
And the institution you run was established by an act of the legislature, which is your operating tool. Therefore, you have enforcement power, you have recommendations that you can make, and actions can be taken against institutions for not complying with the internal auditors.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So maybe the bigger picture will be when it reach the desk of the president, then the president can take further action.
Yes.
But you have your enforcement mechanisms that you can use. You are backed by the act that established the IAA.
So maybe now the PR at the insurance company wants to have a press conference, right? He makes a requisition. It should pass from compliance. It goes to IAA. It comes to then the last person is the MD. When I'm working at that NACO, from there straight to Natu Japa. That's how you're running that place. They have joined the RIA to be paying their board members.
Okay.
We're waiting for President Blocker. Say Momolo, you the board chairman there at
NACO. Monthly?
They pay their board members to monthly in terms 3,000. They want to pay that for fun. Yeah, because National Insurance Company, they have the road funds. They give insurance to road fund, to MPA, to LPRC. These are places that have money, pay right back.
Wow.
Yes. And Dave Kimen, as we wrap it up with this one, Dave, your internal auditor should be respected. When the IAA posts a query to any firm, you should respect it. Because when tomorrow, when the GSC comes to audit, hey man,
and then you'll call it wish hunt.
Yo say wish hunt, go video, not to Japan when GSC comes to audit. All the pickups you buying around, seeing around, did they pass through the IA for their procurement? No. You say wish on tomorrow. Let's move on. I want to make an appeal to the Vanguard Student Unification Party. This is an appeal to SOUP. So we're appealing to you this morning. The faculty of the University of Liberia will also appealing to you this morning. The True Breakfast Show is appealing to you this morning. The essence of you going to school, those of you who are members of SOUP, are listening up to your press conference yesterday. You are now a political party to threaten government. You are there to go and learn. And tomorrow, all of you will be your potential leaders for tomorrow in the same country. Those of you who SOUP, all the battle crowds. Some of you will be ministers, deputy ministers, and so forth. Let's give the lady a chance. Let's see what she brings up to the table. This one University of Liberia. Mapayan, Dr. Mapayan. Let's see the kind of innovation she will bring. We understand the school is supposed to open on the 13th. And by her communication she has received, she should start work on the 10th. Let's give it a try. If your school open in February, let's see what she brings to the table. Every day, there's one University of Liberia. The faculty, sometimes you can throw the rock and you'll hide your hand. Every problem sometimes have been the faculty, most time. Let's give the lady a chance. She don't know any of you in our whole university. She coming over a new mindset for the University of Liberia. Can we give her a try and see what sort of innovation she brings to the table?
Yeah, so again, a lot of stakeholders have been giving their backing to the appointment, including the Senator of Bapolo County, including even Councillor Charlene Bromskin.
Okay.
They believe that it is a kind of new phase, so she must be given the space. Again, let me say something. A lot of people always reference Dr. Dennis.
Okay.
Yes, so it is an established fact that Dr. Dennis had the full support of the administration that appointed him at the University of Liberia. Now, I know everyone is saying, well, this lady comes with huge expertise, she comes with qualification, she comes with experience. That is great. And we are appealing to the university community. Only you know why I'm always saying the university community? Because the University of Liberia's problem cannot just be the student unification party.
That's why we call it offer in it.
Yes, the faculty association and other organs within the university sometimes can be the cause of leadership failing at the university. So for me, I put all of them together and say the university community. We call on the university community to give their full support to the new president. Now, besides that, besides that, if you believe in someone to succeed, this one is specifically to the president and the legislature on you. If you believe in someone to succeed, you must give them the teeth to bite. You cannot have a toothless bulldog. If you have all of the qualification, the experience, you have the competence and everything, you have the vision to deliver. If you don't have the resources to operate, you will not succeed. We want to call on the government of Liberia. We want to call on the president, the visitor to the University of Liberia, President Joseph Boakai, the legislature, the Liberian Senate, and the House of Representatives to give the full support. Look, the thing about bringing new leadership to the University of Liberia, I think it should be intentional about changing the narratives at the university. It should not just be about changing the president. It should not just be about bringing new face. It should be about a holistic approach to change the narratives at the university. How can you do that? Onu, by giving the full support to the leadership. We should be able to get rid of the issue of owning faculty, the issue of things that will breed discourse. These are things that should be addressed. We should ensure that this new president that we are bringing, through her, the university should have the financial support it needs to run. Because if you do not give her the financial support to be able to solve some of these problems at the university, then these same issues will surface.
Yes.
So we want to call on the president and the legislature, the government, and the Liberian people in general to provide the needed support to the University of Liberia. Whatever is placed in the budget for the university should be, well, this budget is almost done, but we need increased support to the University of Liberia in a budget. Because if you have the financial space, then you can deliver on your vision. If you don't have it, it's like they place you somewhere and tie your hands and you cannot do anything.
And let me say this to Sue, the Vanguard notification, that should be a last point of action to disrupt the SONA. Please. You can't do this.
Well, so
yeah, to disrupt the SONA. I mean, if that is part of your agenda, that should be your last option. I'm saying this, most of you are potential leaders for tomorrow. Tomorrow history with Georgia. They'll give the lady a chance, please, for God's sake. They try her.
Well, anyway,
give her a try. She very regular thing on the table.
They are threat about this.
Yeah,
SONA, I think
it should not come from soup.
Yes, I think.
It should not come from student movement.
In my opinion, I think they should not be going that route. Moreover, they said that action will be predicated upon if the school does not open on the 13th. However, the university authority have said that academic activities will resume on the 13th, and we are hoping that that schedule stands.
The 13th of this month.
Yes. And the new president will be taking office 3 days from today. 3 days from today.
Yeah, but school can still run. They still have the dean. They still have the vice president for academic affairs and so. So you call Norwich 12. Yeah, go ahead.
So the university authorities have said that academic activities will resume on the 13th. The new president, Dr. Lely Mapayan, will be inducted 3 days from now. So that will be on the 10th, and academic activities are expected to resume on the 13th. So that will be 3 days after the induction of the new president. So except there are other adjustments, then the university authorities will have to say that. But what we know is that they have said academic activities
Yeah,
should resume
yeah.
on the
The 13.
13th.
So let's see, we can speak with the Vice President for U.S. Relations, Councilor Norwich Twe,
Okay.
if this 13th of January school resumption will still be on course. Council, you live. Good morning. Welcome to the breakfast show. It's a broad call. O'Neill Marka, good morning. Happy New Year.
Good morning, my two good friends. Happy New Year. It's a pleasure to speak with both of you today. I see Malcolm laughing in the back, but Malcolm, I'm still alive. I crossed over like you guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank God,
Yeah,
Council.
yeah, Council, great man. Yeah, so where are we? I was still on course for the January 13th of school resumption for the University of Liberia.
Yes, you have to resume normal academic and administrative activities, in other words, classes on Monday, January 13, 2025. Our president, the acting president, Dr. Content, will reiterate today at a major press conference at the Ministry of Information, in keeping with the adjusted, revised academic calendar for the resumption of classes. Dr. Content will assure the media, and let me assure you, and by extension, the U.S. students and the general public at large, that this day will not change. He will certainly underscore this fact, and this fact is reassuring to the student community because they have been, merely the ones calling and demanding for the resumption of classes. And as Dr. Conte always said, this date is sacrosanct. It is sacrosanct. It is undeniable, and school will open on Monday, January 13, 2025, O'Neill and Roberts.
Okay. Well, yes. So, all prepares the university with the announcement of Dr. Lily McPayan, ready to receive on the 10th.
The induction of the new president, who will be inducted or inaugurated on this Friday, which happens to be the 10th of January, will be a moment of history making. As you know, she will be the 16th president of the University of Liberia. But also on Friday, the visitor of the university and the president of the Republic of Liberia, and distinguished alumnus of the University of Liberia, will also be awarded and conferred an honorary doctorate degree by the acting president and the university family. It will be an important day in the history whenever a new president is inaugurated or the visitor is awarded an academic degree. It's a cause of celebration. So we are preparing for this. The program is being worked on. The invitations are out. The program will be held in the theater of the Fender campus. We are inviting a number of very important stakeholders, students, faculty, members of the diplomatic community, friends of the University of Liberia to join us in the process of unveiling, inducting, and inaugurating our new president, who will come to carry the good work that our predecessors have started. I can tell you over the last 4 months plus, the content and the interim management team has been working a lot. One of the things that the content always says is that 25% of his time as interim president, as acting president, has been spent on resolving issues, resolving conflict, having dialogue with students, with faculty, with staff, with alumni. Recently there was a very important meeting held between veterans and former leaders of the university student community. The university, as I said, is a great place. Often we get some negative news, but there's a lot that has been going on over the last several months.
Well, Councillor Twe, the appointment of Dr. Mapayan has been hugely received with some positive reactions from stakeholders in the country, the likes of Senator Amara Conan, Dr. Benjamin Way, and Councillor Charlene Bronsky, and others who believe that yes, she comes with the qualification, the expertise, and the experience to deliver a new vision to the university. How has our appointment been received amongst the stakeholders within the university itself?
Massive, massive. Dr. Marka is going to get all of the support that she needs and deserves from the university community. I was just on campus yesterday talking to some of the young women who mentioned to me that they are excited because this new president also is a woman's advocate. And the young women of the university are getting ready. They're excited because the woman president is coming again. As you know, we had a woman president in Dr. Weeks over the last few years. So it's exciting to get Dr. Mapayo coming.
Okay. So after the induction, we'll look forward to having her live on the True Breakfast Show.
I can guarantee you that she will be, ready to appear on the TBS because you two guys, two of you in the studio, are a major supporter of the University of Liberia. You use your platform to talk about issues at the university. Sometimes we have our own disagreements, but overall, O'Neill and Malcolm, your contribution is immensely noted. Dr. Conte and the university people follow your show, and every time he gives me very good feedback. Sometimes he listens. He's a man who listens to radio, so he's ready. Today we'll be at the Ministry of Information press conference where he will talk about the opening of classes. He will talk about the induction of the new president and the awarding of the honorary degree. He will talk about the mandate that was given to him 4 months ago by the visitor, one of which includes the renovation of full campus. He will bring up to speed. And he will talk about how he managed to resolve some of the conflicts and the issues in the university and the strategy that he uses, among many other things. So we look forward to seeing your reporter there today, and we look forward to coming to you in this period of transition. You know that the country is going to be leaving very soon, and a new president is going to be taking over very soon. So we are very busy. We are excited that all of these things are happening now. The new year is going to be very good for the university. Our students are going to come back on next Monday, the 2nd of January, and our faculty, we urge them to get ready to go back and teach. Without the students on campus, the university is a quiet, dead place. It's boring. All right, and the faculty themselves want to come back to teach. We have raised some issues. We are addressing those issues. The new president will continue addressing this issue. The visitor of the University of Liberia, His Excellency, has reassured the university community of his immense support, both financial and moral. He visited the campus about a month and a half ago to launch the PhD program. He was very impressed. He's excited. So Malcolm and O'Neill, the University of Liberia is a going concern. Okay. And we have to ensure that it fulfills the fiduciary responsibility of teaching our young people who choose the university as the venue for their post-secondary education. We have to empower our young people. We have to insert knowledge into them. So we are very glad. We thank those who have indulged and supported the program of the president. I just saw a letter from former Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Musa Zina, also applauded the appointment, and Marka applauded Charlie Brunsky, as you mentioned. There are some who have also said some things. We also welcome those criticisms. I can tell you, Dr. Mapaya is going to make all of us proud, and she's going to project the University of Liberia on a pedestal as her predecessors. All her predecessors are supporting her.
Okay.
So let's all hope for the best. Let's be optimistic in this endeavor. Thank you for this morning.
Thank you so much, Councilor Norris, Vice President for Your Relation. We look forward to the MICA regular briefing on today at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, where the outgoing president, Dr. Hassan Conte, will have a special appearance today. Let's get the lines activated.
Yes, let's get the lines activated. 07777285961. 077785961, and the female line 0770202579.
Yeah, so that's it. You opened on the 13, man. No need to go
and as we did, because let me say congratulations to Leonard Dodo and his team. We understand the Liberian investigator now is coming off in print.
Okay. Yeah. I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah, but now on Monday today I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Lana, good morning, man. Thank you.
congratulations. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, Dudu, thank you.
He did an interesting editorial today. It says Liberia's leaders must rise above petty politics and social media stunts. That's a great one.
Yes.
We'll have the opportunity maybe on tomorrow. We'll look at it.
Yes. Great. Let's stop the lines up. 077-285-9612. 2 minutes after 9 o'clock. This is the TBS. Reverend Melvin Lackey. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, O'Neill Roberts. You took a few days off, and I hope you rested well. Happy New Year to you and Marka. I want a slight correction to whoever was taught or calling Marka's name instead of Malcolm. And I hear people call him Michael. It's Marka.
Now, there we go. There's
Thank
people
you.
to pronounce it like that. You know, two of them, they are in a beef.
We all know around the entire world that his name is Marka. We're not making that mistake anymore. I apologize, Marka. I want to say the University of Liberia has a huge opportunity here. The lady is going to do a great job. The experience, the education, the possibilities. Take advantage of this thing, you University of Liberia students. Take advantage of this, Liberia. This is huge. We don't have an idiotic president, excuse the word. We have a president who knows, experience, and all of these education that we need to qualify you to be a president. Why don't we take advantage and put away all these selfish behaviors where we're going to disturb the university again and again? Why don't we do something that Mr. Lackey or President Pastor Lackey can say one day, I admire the university for what they have developed here based on ingenuity, based on abilities. Why don't we do these things here instead of every day we have the university in confusion? I am so tired. I'm probably going to fall down one day and say, university, you caused me to go through this nonsense here. God bless you guys for taking my call. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Pastor Melvin Lackey from Margibi County. Let's go to the female line. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning to Umi.
Oh, you said you in bed? Go ahead.
I need to work, so I need to be in bed already.
Okay.
No, I know
Yeah.
I think I will listen to you only about our people, the people in Tishkil won't suffer so much. Everything we call on the radio say, we call on national government, not paying attention. Nobody paying attention to the road to Tori. Can you imagine how we going to Tori on Friday? And we paying 2,600 to go and come from where Tori. Where must rather to go and come at 2,600? Because there is no road. So the only thing I can carry faster is motorbike. 1,003 to go, 1,003 to come. For any man, some people pay 500, some people pay 1,000, some people pay small money for any man countries and Tori worry just very much rather and people not pay attention. Every time I voice to my brother Pee to come the public work minister. So that's why we ask what Papa Kini here for. Because Kini will not I don't know. But anyway, I would just go upon him to pay attention to our Tori rule. When Tori is short, the people there will pay poor when they cook. Most of the people living on poor when. But there is no road to bring it. The poor wasting the game time because no road, no car want to go inside there. And for real, one of the hill where you fell from when you fell to my water, it's just the work is there. Almost like 10 minutes walk from there to my water. But because of that hill, that's not the road out there. You can make it. They get go make you on the road. One person can walk on the road, two person can walk on the road. You have to get one motorbike to go to my village where after you scare. So it's not a scholarship, but probably when minister will pay attention to the rule you to it. Thank you so much this morning.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Faso Command and I'm calling from one of the canopy of the Good Governance Initiative. Yeah. Hello, happy New Year to you guys.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, and you guys, thank you so much for being very professional over the years. My attention has been drawn to the issue of the University of Liberia. Come and say I'm a senior student there. And I think the peak of Dr. Mapayan, in my own perspective, opinion, I think it's a very good one. And I think with her expertise in academic background, I think should do extremely well at the University of Liberia. The problem in the University of Liberia had three major problems. One have to do with the infrastructure. So yeah, like the government has decided to make serious strides to upgrade the infrastructure of the university. I think that's a liable venture. And the second have to do with the issue of the faculty. I think the expertise that she can use that to build a harmonious relationship between her office and the faculty. And it has to do with the student. The student are not the major problem in our place. All the student concerned is that the education there should be upgraded. They should get quality education at the University of Liberia. So last time we had to do with the transport ministry. The transport minister is one of the worst minister in the UP-led government. This man.
Why you say you used to grade somebody as the worst minister?
Marka, look at the transport sector. MD done extremely well, 100% well to reduce the prices of petroleum prices.
Yeah, it might reduce the price.
They reduce. He do extremely well to maintain that for a longer time. All the transport minister need to do come up with refined transportation fare, well the national police and enforce it. But now they got to the fair they can always send over a lot of time the transportation, the gasoline price or high. That are press, we should abide by. In fact, the commuter, the ordinary commuter that don't have the power, they should be the implementer of the particular fare. Are you kidding me? Okay. So that's before that the transport ministry is facing serious leadership deficit.
All right. Yes, let's go to this line. Good morning.
Yeah, Marka and O'Neill, good morning. I'm Joseph. I want to speak directly to the education ministry, specifically Madam Dasoya. O'Neill, very soon we might be hearing that, there is a also action around the country, specifically Maryland County. 6 September, the teachers, one teacher got paid. They are not taking pay for October up to date.
You mean government teachers?
Sure, government teachers. 171 teachers in Maryland County are not taking pay for October.
Is it only Maryland County or the rest of the county?
Well, Maryland County, those people say it is all over. But I'm telling you of a also action that is pending in Maryland County very soon. There are some teachers in the district, the Montgomery area, Calway, and district that already started their also action. People in the district area are having meetings today as to when they should start. And so managers Jala need to step up feet and see how best they can resolve the matter. Only we cannot have somebody working for October up to now, they are not getting paid. As a teacher, you cannot go anywhere again to do contract because you spend your whole day at the school. When will you leave from there and go elsewhere to do contract just for survival? And those guys issue is seriously important. So the Ministry of Education, they need to do something about it. So
Do you have any contact with them? The ones you say are having meeting today. Do you have any point of contact?
Yes.
If yes, you can just text it to this number, please.
On this number, right?
Yes, this very number.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm Benjamin Sunday. I call from Bentonville,
Okay. But your background is bad. I don't know whether you're on a motorbike or what's happening.
Sorry, my network problem and the capital city where everything is just upside down here.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Like I was saying, the things I've been drawn to teach issue that has to do with Bensenville. If you look at the administrative building coming down to the hospital, up the hospital there, this place is always dark. And a few months back, people just want to see they said they were doing a survey concerning receipt. But since then, we are not getting any information from them. And even the issue of the bridge going to the administrative building, the bridge is spoiled, it's breaking, it's almost like a trap to people. As you pass, you see the breaking in. And all the big stores will always use the side to go carry spread and use the side to go to the center campus. So that's where my parents are, and they are forgetting about mentioning you. Even the senator, Joseph, all of them forgetting about mentioning you. So the rule are leading to police that respond of high declaring condition. I think one time I saw I think Marka to bring trouble. You feel badly when that guy was doing some pressure there. I highly appreciate you people for your visitation that time. But that's where my press I mentioned. The representative Honorable Bayi, you promised us that when you win the election, your mandate is to work with the hospital and to also bring your legislative in Bensenville. I do believe that if the legislative comes in Bensenville, this place will open. So thank you, Marka and Tao in the studio.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Another caller right here. Good morning.
And good morning, Marka. This water is for the final show this morning from Nemak and the Pacific Secretary.
Okay, go ahead.
Marka, I want to be my info relating to the press statement released by SU. And also, we want to encourage our people, the faculties. You know, university, I want to be the student. I want to be so political when it comes to issue about appointment. When it comes to the university, or even in Nigeria, student is a student. He can either be president. Meaning he put our president and he enter the university, he becomes student for that matter immediately. But what always happen at the university is that people will link around soup to disrupt issue. Always because they are more powerful than any institution at the university in Nigeria. We have students. Is one of the bigger political institution who get SIM and things are added to the other institution there. So it's so all we want to create private corner. The lady who come in, I love the way the president did the appointment. That no job person, according to them, say the money for Nigeria, and she not attend the university. So it's a new person who bring it. She bring a new idea. She bring a new system. And we also call the faculties association out there. They gone all the disruption and welcome. And they say they want to run one semester. They also came from the faculties to our faculty association. Then the faculty will work along with the Madonna coming. They're looking too rough. The faculty are become so political. The university are becoming so political. We not want to really happen that some are training in the institution now. And to run one semester, it will not be good. We are currently appealing to people to run their 2 semesters. So my God, we know a woman will bring changes, and we know that all our forces around on the media to see how best you can run the university. We want a great university or a university that we can. But thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Let's see who can pick our last caller. Then go for post. Okay, the presence of the line. But I want to say thanks for all the calls, man. Okay. Yeah, thank you for all of the calls. Someone still on the line? Okay, I'm on the line. Yeah. What get your number?
How you enter, sir?
How you enter?
So, it's very serious. We go on the faculty association for the university. Then we go on our students, our dynamic students, so and other students that in the University of Liberia. Let them remain calm and let them trust this lady that she will change the University of Liberia. So we want our university, we want to move back to university in Africa. We want our university, one of the university to see that people have love for vision to extend the University of Liberia. We shouldn't look at somebody physical morphology or look at them because they are not Liberian. If we can just foreign doctors in the country, when Liberian left them, whatever they woman, they all give her a try and she will make the difference. Before the end of the year, you will see the progression at university. Trust me, the things will change in our university. People.
Great, the things will change at the university. Yes, he's our last caller for today. We want to say thanks for all of the calls. And again, We appeal to the Vanguard Student Unification Movement. Remain patient, please. You all are potential leaders for tomorrow. Yes, you are leaders for tomorrow. So please, you go on our campus. It's not a political party, but you guys will learn, and some of you could become minister, deputy minister, senators. So lead by example. In the U.S., people will teach their children to ask the question why, instead of protesting. Other colleges around the world invite the people, let them come on the palao, ask them why, ask them. That's how American teachers their children ask why, instead of protest. Thank you for all of you listening of this on the first segment. But the National Insurance Company of Liberia, NACO, I'm waiting on the return of President Barker. That institution was there. You remember Sam Mana? Sam was the first press secretary to George Weah, right? When George Weah replaced him and sent him to NACO, Sam rebranded NACO. NACO was dead. Before then, it used to be on Buchanan and Front Street. NACO was dead. He rebranded that institution. But to boycott the IAA and just be doing the CFO and the MD, I mean, it's unbelievable. Let's get our sports with Naomi Tapia coming off Sports Radar. The last talking point on the second segment is very important. Yes, let's get sports. What's making news in the world of sports? This is the TBS 961, 40 minutes down 9 o'clock. And let's link on Naomi Tapia for our sports this morning. Good morning to you, Naomi.
To be in violation of the rules and regulations of the Liberia Football Association. The RFA stated in a letter to Jubilee FC on January 2, 2025, that the action constitutes a clear violation of the approved club licensing book of sanctions and the rules and regulations governing the association. The communication added that due to the violation, in accordance with the stipulations outlined in the book of sanctions, the 10,000 United States fine was imposed. WFC is required to pay the fine within 7 days from the date of the notification, as failure to comply with the directive may lead to further disciplinary measures, including a potential suspension from participation in the league activities. Mighty Barrow Football Club achieved their third league victory of the season on Sunday, January 5, 2024. The Rollers defeated league leaders FC Facel 4-3, ending the second missionaries' impressive 13-game unbeaten streak. The second phase of the 2024-25 Liberia Football Association First Division League kicks off at a weekend with a magical performance from the Rollers. They secured a dramatic 4-3 victory over Facel at the Philmont Doris Williams Sports Stadium in Buchanan City, Grambassa County. 18-year-old scrapper Roland Camille made a remarkable return to form by scoring 4 goals, helping Mighty Barrow clinch their third league win since the start of the 2024-25 campaign. Camille equalized for the home team in the 27th minute after Josiah C had put the visitors ahead in the 15th minute. Just 3 minutes later, Camille gave Mighty Barrow a 2-1 lead with his second goal in the 30th minute, leading the team into halftime with a comfortable 2-1 advantage. 5 minutes into the second half, Rupin equalized for FC Facel, but Camille quickly responded, scoring again in the 63rd minute to put Barrow ahead once more. In the 78th minute, Josiah C scored his second goal, leveling the scoreline at 3-0. Roland Camille remained the star of the show, netting the match-winning goal in the final moments, specifically in the 90+8 minute, securing a historic win for Mighty Barrow over FC Facel. Despite the victory, Mighty Barrow remains in the relegation zone with 11 points from 14 league games, while FC Facel stays at the top of the league table with 31 points after match day 14. Mighty Barrow will face Freeport FC away on Wednesday, January 8, 2024 in a fixture where they previously achieved a 4-2 victory in the first leg. The match will take place at the Tusa Field in Ghana's Township. with kickoff at 4 p.m. local time. Miwa FC Fasa will host Pinsway FC at the Doris Williams Sports Stadium in Bucano City, Grand Bassa County. Leicester came from behind twice to secure a 2-0 draw against Global Farmer during March the 14th of the Liberia First Division League on Sunday evening at a two-side feed. Emmanuel Flomo scored a late goal, his second of the night, to deny Hirendia in Global Farmer what would have been an impressive away win. Flomo, who showcased the qualities of an adult striker, once again saved Leicester FC with his performance. With a brace against Global Farmer on Sunday, Emmanuel Flomo has now increased his goal tally to 14 goals in 14 league games since joining the Shipping Boys in September 2024. Oliver Sike opened the scoring for Global Farmer in the 16th minute, giving them a 1-0 lead. Flomo equalized for Leicester just 4 minutes into the second half, putting a smile on the faces of the home supporters. However, 10 minutes later, Dia restored Global Farmer's lead in the 59th minute. Despite their efforts, Flomo netted another goal 8 minutes before full time, sealing the match 2-2 and leveling the Shipping Boys with yet another draw on home soil. Despite the draw, Leicester FC moved up to the 5th position on the table with 21 points from 14 league games. Global Farmer is positioned at number 8 with 20 points from 14 league games. Leicester will be away to Heaven 11 this Wednesday, January 8th at the SKD practice pitch in Painesville City. The boys from Nukuta will also welcome LPRC orders in a more fortunate counter just before the county meet break. And finally, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta says teenage attacking midfielder Ethan Nwari will be out for a few weeks with a muscular issue. The 17-year-old came off at halftime in Saturday's 1-0 draw at Brighton after scoring the game's opening goal. The England under-19s international made his first Premier League start 3 days earlier, during the Gunners' 3-1 win at Brentford. Nwaneri made his first team breakthrough this season, with Saturday's goal his 5th in 18 appearances. He has enjoyed more game time following a hamstring injury to Bukayo Saka, which would keep the influential England winger out for many weeks. Rolling Sterling was also injured days before Saka, and Arteta said the on-loan Chelsea forward will be back hopefully very soon. That's all from our sports desk.
Yeah, sports is a regular feature on the True Breakfast Show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Naomi will be on tomorrow morning with another sports. Better still, join us on Newsdex at 8:30 tonight for sports. But let's go for a break. When we'll come back, we'll have a very interesting topic as the world is experiencing climate change. How prepared is Liberia for the rainy season across the country in terms of rule whatsoever? Yeah, let's get a break. We'll come back from our sponsors. Don't go away. welcome. Let's get some music, yeah, a little bit. Let's entertain you a little bit. This one. I haven't dropped this one for a very long time. It's Tiwa. Today's the birthday of Mrs. Emilia James. Happy birthday to you. This is Tiwa. Martin Hills Jr. and happy birthday, Judy.
If it came us only weather, we always find a way. Baby, we will be together from now till the end of days. If it knew us only weather, we know that will make a way. Oh Lord, even when we fight, we gon' make it right. When we lose our way, love will save the day. Even when we fight, we gon' be alright. When we lose our way, love will save the day. See what you do, see what you do, see what you do. See what you wear, see what you wear, see what you wear. Oh, this station rules the nation. True FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. See what you wear, see what you wear, see what you wear. Baby, your love is eternal. From now till the end of time. If we need all darkest hour, we know giants by our side. Baby, we will be together from now until the end of days. If we do those only Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
We fight, oh, mama. Hey, man. One country, man. Y'all have to save the day. One Liberia. In the midst of all, I will do the country first. I mean, don't hate the country, your own country to that extent, man. It's a nice song by David Bator. There is like brand artist based in the US. It's a song. This song got me so close to the former political leader of the Liberty Party, Councillor Charles Walker Bronsky. Yes, this song brought me so close. We're from Walker Bronsky. Tiwa. It's a Gribble Cool vernacular. Let's come together. Why are we fighting, man? Tiwa, man. Hey, man. Majority block, minority block. One country, man. Just save the day. Yes, good morning. It's the TVS 961. Had a soul Liberia on New Ravels, Marka Davis. I have we throw bomb in the National Insurance Company. NACO.
What's happening?
That's what deal.
They're in the hallway now.
Hey,
They're in the corridor. Eh?
yeah. The AD vet, the CFO vet. Tomorrow when order come, they all say wish hunt. The MD and the CFO, no reconciliation, no passage for compliance to this, to that. Tomorrow now, when you have said goodbye to the government and say, on Natu Japa administration, this happened. They say, hey, that wish hunt. Do I be there? But wait for President Barker to come. All those vehicles you bought, there was no procurement, nothing. Just new vehicles, Yes, how prepared is Liberia for the rain season? Yes, just in case you miss out. That's one ball. the national insurance. Do you know that place was there? It was same money.
Yeah.
Yes.
I read it. That place was.
Yes.
That place was dead.
Yeah. Same money.
Only the office was there. The establishment was on the book.
Yes. When John we had to say
we didn't know much about it.
Not at all. Just we had to send money to leave from here, go to the national insurance company. It's like wow. But the guy was so innovative.
All the government institutions can do that insurance with you.
Yes. They got NASCOP, LPRC, MPA. They played in Japan. Yeah. Inside, these people that are red back. These are people that they don't owe. But if you get Ministry of Education part will not pay insurance. these are institutions that owes a lot. Yeah, but how prepared is Liberia for the rain season? Let me say good morning to the gallant men and women of the armed forces of Liberia. Yesterday, Pee Sando said something. The barrack there in Todi, the road down there is actually damaged. And you have a military barrack there. Do you know there are engineers within the armed forces of Liberia? Good morning, Ministry of Public Works. And take this in a very good faith. This broadcast should be done in a very good faith. Receive it well. How prepared are we as a people and as a country for the rain season? Preparation for the rainy season starts. I'm coming out with part one, Marka will come out with part two. Assessment and inspection. When do you do this? When the rain season is there, the team of inspectors will come and assess the area. Assessment and inspection. Conduct through inspection of existing roads to identify the potholes, the cracks, and damages they have caused. Maintenance and repair. I'm telling you how do you prepare for the rain season. Drainage improvement. You make it part of your plan. And I'm sure Public Works is aware of it. Material and equipment preparation. How well is Liberia for the rainy season? Emergency response planning in case there is a water that will set and just cut the whole Todi off or cut the whole Samoka town off. How do you prepare? Monitoring and data collection. You know that. Community engagement, the community too should also form part of any road maintenance or cleaning up the community, the road as we prepare for the rainy season. Community engagement involves local communities, identifying problems in the area, road network, encourage reporting of issues. Budget allocation. Are the budget allocation made Giddings and Dillon are only back and forth. Post rainy season evaluation. After you have conducted all of this, you have done your feasibility studies, you start to work. How many months do we have for the rain? Probably 3 to 4 months. How prepared is our country? This should be a wake-up call. And I say this to anybody. Look, I say, yeah, even LPRC, early that one. I want different thing. Leave me small. Huh? Yes. On a very serious note, if the Ministry of Public Works, look, really, we don't hate you. Maybe in the long run, we'll become best of buddies, man. O'Neill, Marka, and Roland Giddings will become best of buddies. But want you to be one of the best performing government ministers in Joseph Boyka administration. This president, our president, you like you're now Boyka is president for the next 5 years. Those of you who want to hear Boyka in, that's it. Boyka is president. We'll wait whether we have a new president 2029, they will work with a pleasure of the president. Boyka agenda is road, 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 and road. The reason why we on your back road 24/6 is because as part of Joseph Boyka agenda is about road, road, and road. And you have not done well. Giddings, you have not done well. The last time Leonard Dodo new narrative posted 700 or 500 pop holes just in Monrovia and Painesville.
You mean the Liberian investigator?
The Liberian investigator, yes, thank you. The Liberian investigator had a release 528 pop holes in Monrovia and Painesville. Is that information not true? It's true. And you're not been able to do so. The ring is just right here. Yesterday we had Pee Sando. He talks about Todi. Todi is a district that people burn coal. Do you know 80% of Liberians across the country still use coal in their homes? It's true. When the rains fall, Todi is cut off. Sabuka Town, Carwell is another area too, and there are so many communities around. Even that people you're facing, what I was still said there. Do you know why? All of the big stores, all the Indian Lebanese stores are still built on the drainages. Water will still set that to that Vata and Clarendon area. All your energy is right there. But guess what? 2 days of rain, you still have a heavy water set because all the stores and the drainages are built right there. How prepared are we? Yeah.
Yeah. So again, how prepared are we as a country ahead of the rainy season? The first thing I always mention the impact of global warming or better still, you can say climate change, because um, it has made the weather patterns unpredictable. We cannot say exactly when the rainy season will start, when it will end, and all of that. And sometimes it occur that where, or at the point where you expect there to be dry, you will experience rain. So it has become a problem where we have even recommended that when we are doing road, we should build climate resistant or resilient roads. That means our drainage size should be, huge, should be big. We should build, especially the lateral roads should be, sloping and all of that. But again, some of the issues that we should look up to as we prepare for the rainy season. For me, I'm going strictly into, because sometimes when we're talking about these things, people think that just Monrovia we are talking about. We're not talking about just Monrovia. We are talking about Liberia. Now, what are some of the factors we should look up to? For example, illicit mining. Illicit mining, because the impact of illicit mining is not just because people are taking minerals from under the ground. No, what is happening is that people are mining outside of the standard of mining. People are just digging pits in the forest. They are felling the trees and digging pits all in the place, giving rise to flooding. Because when these pits are filled with water, at the end of the day, the water will flow into the communities. So that is risky for our people. Just like I mentioned earlier, there was huge flooding in River last year, where we saw an entire town almost wiped away.
From the
That was,
flood.
yes, that was a huge problem, and we can attribute that to illicit mining activities. Again, when we have heavy rains, we'll experience that the sea erosion as well. The sea will continue to push onto where people live. For example, you can see how parts of Buchanan, even before the coastal defense project, part of Buchanan, part of West Point, and all these places are being eaten up by the sea. All of these things are the impact of climate change, which we think nations around the world are preparing whenever we are approaching the rainy season and other seasons. So, how prepared are we? These are some of the issues. Can we start now to do rigorous inspection in the mining areas where there are reports of illicit mining activity exposing the communities to flooding? We should start to do that. What are we doing about our roads? Because when we have heavy rainfall, we'll realize that most of the roads that are not paved
Will be cut
will
off.
be cut off. Bridges will break, and there will be lack of access to communities and all of that, which equally affect the livelihood of the people. So, how prepared are we? So, our government institutions now, including the Ministry of Public Works and other relevant institutions, should start to um, do this assessment and see what we can do as a people to
Yes.
to at least minimize the impact of the negative impact of the rainy season. We know obviously we will face issue with roads. We did the 100-day deliverables when we did the roads across the country. I traveled to Nima in Jamia Lofa in June. I saw the work they did there. It was a little bit good. But later on in July, August, September, when the rain came, everything was derailed.
Okay.
The progress was derailed. So again, this is where we are. How prepared are we? What should we be doing to ensure that we don't feel the same impact that we felt last year or year before last?
And some of this area will just need rehabilitation, not just putting a quota. Maybe you don't have the capacity to do the quota. Like people make mention of, they keep the reason I keep talking about 2D, that area, almost 90% of people in Montserrat are Marco for that area. And people started says since 2009, there was some rehabilitation of the road. Can you imagine? Almost a decade. Maybe we can use that in the meantime. But let's take you back a little bit before we get some reaction from the public. This was the appearance of Giddens at the House of Senate, defending the money that was put in the budget.
Mhm.
Yes, for the road maintenance across the country. And He and Dillon went head to head, back to back on this wall. Let's play Rodan Giddens, the Minister of Public Works, and and the Senator, right?
Mm.
At the area. Oh, sorry for that. Yes, here is it. Let's get it going.
How much have you received? Question. Well, again, I was so on the side of the rate of fund.
So the question here, how much have you received? What's the budget of public work for 2024?
Mm.
35 million. Then he asks, how much have you received? All right.
How much have you received? Question. Well, again, I was so on the side of the rate of finance, there was 5 million. We have not received any yet. We just got the number of 1.2, and that will be clear with the city budget. So we have it now around the city. We got that allotment, not the money. So I was working for this year, 2024. How much have you received for intervention? How much have you received from the, so I won't be able to, so I won't be able to say exactly from the road fund, but I'm sure we've gotten up to 60% of what we had at the road fund for payment to contract. Percentage. And what I'm going to give you, I will not remember the figure.
So the woman and that one, yeah, the percentage, right? The one that yeah, the figure. How much the figure? Leave the you know sometimes I can enjoy the long, sometimes you do you can spot it, you got you let camera up in it too. So leave the percentage. Let's hear the figure. And I think the minister was exact with the figure. Probably he couldn't remember how much was the figure.
60% of what we had at the road fund for payment to contract. Percentage. And what I'm going to give you, I will not remember the figure of the 100%. But what has happened is that there was contracts that we inherited, existing contracts, which were taking place on those contracts. So those contracts will be paid so that works are done. And I can always get.
So you met existing contract, like for example, East International contract that one through Beto Road and Guinness made that contract there. East have taken almost 5 years. Call East, say what happened almost 5 years. The RI, the one road cannot be completed. Guinness you two, you guess one hard time. All the contracts you met, you know.
And
Yeah, he is there giving a hard time.
and just talking about the RI role on you, that's one of that should be one of the concerns of the Liberian people,
Yes,
because
almost 5 years the road.
understanding that there's likely that there will be more rains this year than last year. And you know that RIA road, the flooding situation along that road. So looking at the fact that the ongoing road work, there are some blockage to waterways and all of that. So we should even fast track that road to ensure that most of these areas that are around the waterway are completed before we enter the rainy season. Other than that, there will come a day, or there will be days that the entire RI road will be blocked.
Yes. You met existing contracts. So there is international. Called all these contracts. There's another Lebanese company called SSF. The guy that company doing no work, but I'm sure they have received money and funding for it. Call them.
Existing contracts, once you taking place on those contracts, so those contracts will be paid on so that works are done. And I can always get the record to share with the students later on. When you were coming here for this purposes, you know, I want to ask the question here. I want to know what you see. Every approaching presiding state police, the legislators are poor image out there. As far as the country knows, we only have ourselves.
Yeah. You got poor image out. You know you're right. The Liberian poor thing bad about y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you don't know. The legislature have bad image out there. That's true. Liberian problem is the legislature. So let's go again.
Every approaching presiding state police, the legislators are poor image out there. As far as the country knows, we only have ourselves. As far as the country knows, the only thing that come under the budget, that's everything for the legislature. They will put, they will appropriate the money for public works to function, to intervene. When you get in the money and the public is not feeling the impact, the devil won't get car. The devil won't take anything. Understandably, when the services are not being served by the public, all they know that 438 million budget. Only for the legislature. Your budget is almost 40 million, correct? Yes. So you pay getting money and you pay companies, but the companies are not coming on the road to do the work. But
That positive right here, Marka. This is an important part. You paying the company, and the company not coming on the road to do the work.
What are you doing about
What are you doing about? Minister, gave yourself hard time. All the company you have that went through the, I don't know whether PPCC said have seen some of this company that went through the procurement process. You pay them, and they are not doing the work. We in the ring, we in the ring.
And you pay companies, but the companies are not coming on the road to do the work for the public to do, so they know that we funding at least the public works ministry to do our work. So that's our role. So let me say this, yeah. Are you still carry on 100 days with no cash in the month? Question. Of course, the state project are continue because it has not ended. The projects, 10 of the projects were for 2 years, making up to 2026. So these corridors that were
I think I take call. The minister said the project continue to 2026. To 2025 and there. Yes, but let's get some calls out. Yes, happy prayers, like bro, across the country, not most rather for the rain season. 077-285-961.
Good morning.
Good morning, Madam. My name is Moses Kade. I call from Harrisburg. Only I just want to talk about where we say along with the problem of ministry. And the road leading from Senna to Kanto is very bad. There's no way. Even our motorbody is easy to go there. Who supply more water, will not get water in one place.
So the water can pass over the water passes over Harvestburg and comes to Monrovia. All you people getting there?
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Let me see your pleasure. Good morning to people out near you.
Morning.
And there's the voice of G.S. Mauricio, and I usually call from Central Monrovia this morning. Look, when you, I'm here city, and I want to question the education of the public work minister Guinness. Now, what are you saying? What you gave me as a happen for? You took off on the ministry, what gave you all the contract?
You feel all the contracts.
Why is the minister embarrassing us like this? Why is he embarrassing us? You took off on a ministry. Why can't you go to all the construction contracts you met there? You found people and see all how the contract looking at? Make sure that you do it the right way. Why is the minister embarrassing us like this? We have also invested in 1 year. Each international does not work in time. They don't even know the construction work. In a construction company, they take contract to build a roof for.
For me, I've said East International have gone on material. East don't have the material. If East want to challenge it, let them take journalists and tell them. East don't have material. East when they're making up.
We pay you money to build a roof for all the you say you roll material. It's international. No, only thank you, man. The public ministers.
All right. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. This is Pastor Lakaya. Good morning with me again. And Marka. East International, I'm not quite sure, but I believe they were in one African country, is that Ghana? And they got booted out of there. And we accepted them. And here, I live on the Rouse Highway myself. And I'm telling you, it's taking way too long to see any actual progress. I mean, when I say progress, now I'm not telling you they're not doing anything, but of course you could be way ahead compared to where they are right now. The second thing I want to quickly talk about is the expectation from the Liberian people when it comes to roads. We have to be able to comprehend. It was $20 million left in the central bank. I think central bank was the one who said that, as a matter of fact. Now, there was money nowhere else to do roads. The president of Liberia, along with the rest of the people working for the government, have to find the monies to be able to do these very expensive works. When people call and say, my area not done that, I can understand the frustration, but a little bit of patience. See the government goes about 2 or 3 years, then you say, okay, these people are not serious, but these people are trying. Poor country, I mean, what to say, poor people, rich country, we have to be able to understand patience will do us good. Our blood pressure will not go up. we'll be able to see progress, because if we get through actions, we'll be able to blind ourselves. Thank you for taking my call.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's get this. Good morning.
Yeah, Marka, this is no again. Hello, you know, some of us supported you in the party because we feel they could make a difference. For what I'm saying, the party is losing, relevant so much. The rescue mission have to be careful. Don't now we get a happen. In a sense, one of our major problem is the public work minister. I got an issue. I've been calling since 5 months, almost 6 months. I wrote the minister. There is no response from the minister. And the only thing the minister told me, he said the president, because I had an issue. 2022, we presented D to public work. What wanted added. Somebody going to D got made. Public work to us. The president will bring new D, do this. Public work sending me, say I should go back to the old minister to go ask why the person did got missing. But this person are keeping public work document, stay in the system, you promoted the person. You say you can't get on investigation because you're not on your region. Oh, so when I honor your region, the person you promoted the person get pay position, and you say you're not investigating the person. Can you buy my tea? Now what public work must test and don't want to give my tea. I'll be there today. The public will not give my tea. I will just tell them to choose a poker.
No, how are we preparing for the rainy season?
Man, how about preparing?
How are we preparing for the rainy season? That's the issue. But thank
People will suffer. There are people from constant they get some of the bridge before they bury. Can you know where they get buried to Tony? They buried in Tony, they get a bridge called Kunta. People that need water before when it rained the last time when that place when the rain season start, the water can call the whole bridge, the people from the second cross. The people can cross to come to Morofia. The people in Tony, Marka, you will not know. I don't know what you must say. Tony, we see how the people suffering in that place. Come, also, I play district number 1.
that Land Cruiser you gonna bring home.
Y'all go motorbike. Y'all go motorbike.
There is no rule.
Okay.
So the government will not be serious of when rain season report to again. They put in carriage in a place. They will eat Papa John a day because we still not to sell the code. Not to bring the code tomorrow to sell. It's so frustrating.
All right. No, thank you. Let's take this caller right here. Good morning.
Morning, Marka. Hello.
Good morning. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Morning.
Yeah, this what up at the gym are going for Saturday. Marka, we are also doing the public work minister. The rule for counter to secretary. In between there, Marka, the rule getting or recent time coming in, it will not be easy. I think Mr. Bailey who is going using a machine planner to go all the way from yes, not to go all the way trying to open road. That area they go investigate, go visit that they want to follow. So we are asking the problem is what up to now. The other people are doing the only way from secretary to tablet and people are working. While they go from secretary from Ganta to secretary, while they hold on up to now, Siku and now start up by the way. So please we are asking these people to help us to ask the public minister while the rule from Ghana to secretary, the rule is still saying no work, nothing is ongoing, we are not seeing no effort, send the data that people are right and not reaching the commission. So I know what there's a whole lot. Now climate change. So I know where the whole lot of that rule up to now. Siku selling right and they taking right to all of the so we can't appeal to the public minister to address some of the issues that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for joining us. From Central Nimba. Saglepi is the central part of Nimba County. And thanks for joining us from there. You can also call on 0777 285961. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, is it True FM?
Go ahead, sir. You're live. This is Truth FM.
Okay, I can please Kesari calling from Jesus Matthew.
Okay.
Yeah, the second caller who talked about Tori. My parents from Meninge, just want to repeat before you get a contact to killing one mission. That bridge is very, very bad of the government is really work on that bridge because really the people don't have the trust from Meninge to contact. Very much difficult, yeah. Because I really as far as to the pirate TNA.
Okay.
Yeah, that was very bad.
that bridge has been there since the 70s, the 60s.
Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, my brother. My name is Steve Benjamin Myers, and I'm the Director of Communications at the Ministry of Public Works.
Wow.
Thanks for joining us.
It's great to have the PRO for the first time, man.
Thank you. It's an honor. And I thought your conversation is thought-provoking, so I had to jump in. Thank you for answering me.
Okay.
The first thing I would like to bring to your attention is one of your callers' reference to the minister as being less educated. I question the education of the minister. And I thought, as a professional journalist, you would have called him to order because he was going outside the scope of professionalism, to tell him that those things are not necessary to be said on the radio, especially when a matter of importance is being discussed.
Okay.
The concerns are genuine. The stretch of road from EAW Junction to the airport is being done by East International, and we all know that this government inherited that particular road. And when the minister took over, the minister thought that things were not going right. So the company and the government, through the Ministry of Public Works, had to sit down to reorder the structure of the project. And since the minister took over, if you can bear me witness, that road has been doing pretty well. Pavements are ongoing, and there are other critical areas that are being resolved. So the project is still within its time frame. The project is meant for 2 years. 2 years have not elapsed, and so you cannot render a judgment as to whether the project has been successful or not. If 2 years will elapse and the project is not completed,
so when you say the project is still in the scope of 2 years, 2 years since the beginning of construction, or 2 years since the signing of the contract, which one?
Well, 2 years since the official construction began, so they are still within the project time frame.
Because I can recall the groundbreaking was done in 2021.
Yeah, the groundbreaking was done in those were just symbolic, and you know that the previous government had a challenge with the project, so the project was on hold for a period of time. And when the government came, the Minister of Public Works, Roland Lankan-Giddens, reordered the entire project, and so the project began to work to the expectation of the people. So if you can
the 2 years you are talking about is 2024 and 2025. Is that what you mean?
Definitely, the project is going to be ending in 2025. So by the end of 2025, if the project is not concluded, then the conclusion could be made that the project has failed. But until then, we cannot jump at that conclusion. All of us know that asphalt works do not take place during the rainy season. It is only during dry season that you can carry out pavement. So since the start of the dry season, you have seen massive pavements along the airport corridor. It's going on well. So earthwork is also going on. By the close of the dry season, they would have completed a significant portion of the work. And by next dry season, we'll be talking about concluding the entire project.
What are plans for other parts of the country? You know, we raised this issue this morning because
definitely. One of in Montserrat County, the government has negotiated with the Japanese counterpart to ensure the extension of the Japan Freeway from the Freeport of Monroeville to the Gabriel Tucker Bridge, which will ease the traffic congestion right within that within that corridor. Also, the government has contracted the stretch of road between the Freeport of Monroeville to the St. Paul Bridge to a company called MGNC, and they are currently carrying out pavements of the road. Check out the ministry's page. The pavement is uploaded. Drive your car and go to Freeport of Monroeville and see that the pavement has begun. So it's not spontaneous, it's a process. It takes time. Road construction takes time, and by the end of the project duration, the project will be completed. So the government is working to ensure that it brings relief to the public. Somebody mentioned the road between Ganta to Seklepi and from Seklepi to Tapata.
So the particular road they talk about is the Ganta to Seclipie. We understand there are two. The company working from Ganta to Seclipie is different from the one working from Seclipie to Tapeta.
Definitely, there are two companies working there. Now, one is working from Ghana to Secretary, which is 39 kilometers. That project is being holistically paid for by the Liberian government through the National Road Fund.
Okay.
And the one from Secretary to Tapeta is 61 kilometers, which is being paid for by the World Bank. So the whole road is being constructed through counterpart funding. And the government of Liberia, the previous government, some issues with the contractors to the extent that it did not relate the contractors' payment within time. So the project was on hold for almost 2 years before the Baga government took over. When the Baga government took over in the course of last year, Mr. Gibbs also engaged the contractors and negotiations were made. Some payments were made off from owing the contractors up to $4 million. Consultants were owed up to 700,000. So we're talking about 4.5 million. So some interventions were made, and the contractors had to go back in the corridor to start work.
But as it is, there are reports that no work is going on that road.
No, it is not true. It is not true. I just accompanied the minister. Just last month, we toured that particular place on 2 different occasions, and the contractors are there currently carrying out business.
Okay. Yeah, so Chief, I think we need to arrange an appearance. You're coming and let's talk about this.
Let's look at other area quickly because of time. I mean,
before go to that area, let it be established that the contractors are working from Ghana to Tapeta to Secretary, and contractors are also working from Secretary to Tapeta. So the government has also secured funding through the African Development Bank to have from Tapeta to Sweju paved. So by 2020. By 2026, 2027, you will be driving from Monrovia straight to Sweju on paved road. And those things have been done.
Let's come back. Let's come back to Monserrado County. Series of calls have been coming from Todi. Todi may likely be cut off because of the heavy pull down of rain. The roads are there deplorable. Cowell, Samuel Town, these are areas that connects other parts of Monserrado.
So definitely. Priorities of the government are many and the resources are scarce. Suppose you know this as a journalist.
Let's stop forgetting about that as a journalist. Is it that your financial muscle cannot do everything?
No, you shouldn't be asking me questions. You should know that.
Okay, just say you don't have the resources. Why me? I shouldn't be asking you a question. You don't have the resources. Don't say I shouldn't be asking you a question. I should ask you a question. You don't have the resources to do it. That's what you should say.
Country has managed to make substantial investment into our road infrastructure. So as is 20 case that is going to be looked at in this particular budget year. It's a strategic point, and the ministry is concerned, the minister is best concerned about Todi and the Powell Road. So interventions will be made. But in the meantime, interventions are being made into on several corridors. I just named 1 or 2 places in Monserrado County. We're making intervention in Matari. We're making intervention in Chizu Factory, connecting the Japan Freeway to the Johnsonville Road. We are also making interventions in soil cleaning, creating access roads. We are making interventions all across Monserrado County. So if we did not come to your district or your environment to handle your role, it is because maybe we are deferring it to the following budget year. So last year we had a budget of $37 million, and we prioritized few community roads. In this year, we are also going to prioritize some other community roads. So it goes on and on and on. So as time goes by, the year passes by, and now as we sign new budgets, we are going to prioritize
which community road did you do last year successfully?
So the ministry took over at a point in time when
why you let it take over business? Were some of these contracts not in place already when you took over?
Some of them were in place. The contract that's currently being implemented by MDNC, paving the road between the Freeport of Monrovia to the Seaport Bridge. That contract was signed by the previous government. But again, there was an addendum made to the contract, which also stalled the progress of the contract. When the minister came, he had to reorder that, and monies were paid to the contractor, so the contractor has gone back to ensure the pavement of the road from Freeport to the Singapore Bridge. So, like we said, even the so-called road was an inherited contract, and the contracts were not working. We're making them to work.
Yeah, so Chief, we have to go. Just answer the question for us. How prepared is Liberia for the rain season across the country?
So, the deliverables of the president have been going well. We experienced minor challenges during the last dry season. So modalities have been worked out to avoid recurrence of the embarrassment we witnessed in the last dry season, the past dry season. And the ministry is at the verge of employing new technology by introducing few chemicals that are used on lateral roads. We are introducing fuel-crit, road-based construction, polyacrylamide, or roll house. Those things harden the lateral road against water penetration of the soil. Because once water penetrates the soil, it automatically softens the soil, and when heavy duty machines are moving on that particular soil, there's a higher proclivity that the road could be damaged. So we have devised the new engineering technologies by which those situations can be averted, and we may not witness the embarrassment we witnessed during the past dry season. So the ministry is making all efforts to get those materials in the country, and we apply them to our lateral roads or having the soil that even during the rainy season we cannot witness the level of damage we witnessed during the past rainy season. So we can give an absolute assurance to the public that this rainy season will be far better than the past rainy season.
You on record for this? Okay, we'll call you after the show and perhaps we'll plan an interview because because of time we have to go.
Thank you, Neil.
All right. Great. Yes. Sometimes we agree to disagree, but just to remind you, the agenda of President Boykai will tell you about road. Marka, I think we have to go now.
Yes, we have to go, but I think while he is playing his role as a spokesperson for the ministry, it is an established fact that road works are suspended between the Ganta to Seklepi corridor. Our correspondent reported that last week, and even this morning, one of the residents of Seklepi also, reaffirmed that works are not going on between Seklepi and Ganta, but between Seklepi to Tapeta, people are working on that road.
Okay.
That is the information.
Yes, thank you so much. The people of Turi, the text messages are able to say are working in a public way, but we're gatekeepers of the.
But they already listen to the
the spokesperson says something will be done by the Turi and the Carwell Samoka Town Road. Yes, and the spokesperson is on record for that. Yes, the working of the road starts from where? The rain season. So say President Boyka. If you can work through the rain, you can work through the dry. That's a parable there. Thank you so much. We'll be back on tomorrow on Wednesday edition of the True Breakfast Show. Marka Davis, out of Bala. My name is O'Neill. In the midst of all what we're doing, look, country friends. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.